Shawn Machel Johnson, is a retired American artistic gymnast. She is the 2008 Olympic balance beam gold medalist and team, all-around and floor exercise silver medalist. Johnson became a member of the U.S. senior team in 2007. She is the 2007 individual all-around world champion and 2007 world champion on floor exercise. As well as being the 2007 U.S. champion on balance beam and floor exercise, the 2008 U.S. champion on floor exercise and silver medalist on balance beam, she is a three-time U.S. all-around champion, winning once as a junior and twice as a senior. Johnson announced her retirement from gymnastics on June 3, 2012. In May 2009, Johnson was the winner of Dancing with the Stars Euro Season 8, and in November 2012 she earned second place on the All-Star edition. Early and personal life. Johnson was born in Des Moines, Iowa, the daughter of Doug and Terry Johnson. Her parents enrolled her in a gymnastics class at age 3 after they noticed her climbing cabinets and jumping off tables. At age 6, Johnson was one of Liang Chao's first students when he opened a gymnastics school in West Des Moines. She is a devout Christian. Johnson attended Valley High School. She was on the honor roll, and liked to attend football games and dances. Through 2008, Johnson maintained a more balanced lifestyle than typical of elite female gymnasts. She limited her gymnastics training to 25 hours per week, as opposed to the more typical 40 hours. Johnson left public school in the spring of 2009. She and her mother relocated to Los Angeles, California before appearing on Dancing with the Stars. As of 2010, she finished high school with a private tutor. Since late 2013, she is enrolled at Vanderbilt University studying sports psychology and nutrition. Johnson is engaged to Andrew East, a former Vanderbilt football player who spent a few months with the Kansas City Chiefs before being released on August 31, 2015. Gymnastics career. Junior career. Pre-elite. When she was 12, Johnson competed in the Junior Olympics National Championships, finishing 4th in the all-around, 1st on beam, and 2nd on floor. As a youngster, Johnson was not scouted by USA Gymnastics, and her coach, Chow, had no interactions with the national staff. In 2005, Chow reached out to the national team coordinator, Marta Carolai, sending her a video of Johnson with the comment, "I believe this kid will help the U.S. team." Carolai felt the action was audacious. "Wow, this coach is pretty confident," but she soon invited Johnson to national team training camps. Junior elite. Johnson qualified Junior International Elite on her first attempt. She attracted widespread attention at the 2005 U.S. Classic, where she placed 3rd. At the 2005 U.S. National Championships, Johnson fell from the beam on the first day of competition and finished 10th all-around. In 2006, Johnson added several new tricks, including a Jaeger on bars, and 2 top difficulty skills, a full-in back-out dismount off beam and a double twisting double back on floor. She won the 2006 U.S. Junior National All-Around Championship with a score higher than any of her senior elite competitors. Senior career. 2007, pre-Worlds, Johnson became a senior in 2007 and continued to show new skills, including a double twisting double layout dismount off the uneven bars. She competed at the 2007 Tyson American Cup, winning the all-around over teammate Natasha Kelly. Johnson also competed in the 2007 Pan American Games, winning 4 gold medals and a silver on floor. Johnson won the all-around at the 2007 Visa U.S. National Championships, beating Shayla Worley by more than 3 points. Johnson also finished more than 5 points ahead of 2-time national champion Nastia Liukin, in the first of a series of face-offs over the next 2 years. 2007 World Championships, Johnson represented the U.S. at the 2007 World Artistic Gymnastics Championships along with Nastia Liukin, Shayla Worley, Alicia Sacramone, Ivana Hong and Samantha Pesek. In prelims, Johnson scored 16.250 on beam, 15.150 on floor, 15.175 on vault, and 14.625 on bars. The U.S. finished first in prelims and Johnson qualified to the all-around, beam and floor finals. Johnson performed all 4 events in the team finals. The only U.S. athlete to do this. Johnson scored 15.375 on bars and floor, and 15.150 on vault. She fell on the beam on her handspring layout series and scored 15.025. The team won gold with 184.400 points, 0.950 ahead of silver medal China. It was the second U.S. team gold in the World Championships. In the all-around finals, Johnson scored a 15.175 on vault, 15.375 on bars, 15.900 on beam and 15.425 on floor. Her 61.875 total made her the 4th American woman to win the all-around gold medal. During event finals, Johnson first competed on the balance beam, where she fell on her standing full and on her switch side leap, scoring a 14.475 and finishing last. In floor exercise, she went out of bounds on her first tumbling pass, but won the gold with a 15.250, just eclipsing teammate Sacramone. 2008, pre-Olympics, Johnson competed again in the American Cup on March 1, 2008 in Madison Square Garden. On vault, she fell on her remainder vault, scoring a 15.175. She stated that her attempt to stick the vault caused the fall. On the other apparatus, she scored 15.625 on bars, 16.325 on beam, and 15.975 on floor. Although Johnson scored first on the vault, balance beam, and floor, she finished second in the all-around. Nastia Liukin won gold with an uneven bars score nearly a point higher than Johnson. 1 week later, Johnson represented the U.S. in Zolo, Italy against Italy, Spain, and Poland, along with Jana Bija, Olivia Courtney, Chelsea Davis, Bridget Sloan, and Samantha Pesek. The U.S. won the junior and senior all-around team titles. Johnson won the all-around with a 61.7, earning the highest scores on vault, beam, and floor. Johnson finished first on floor, despite falling, on her double-double mount. On June 7, 2008, Johnson won the 2008 U.S. Visa Championships. Johnson scored 127.5, winning the all-around title by 1 point ahead of Liukin. Johnson also won the floor exercise. 2 weeks later, Johnson won the all-around at the Olympic trials in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, again finishing ahead of Liukin. Because of their top placements, Johnson and Liukin were named to the 2008 U.S. Olympic gymnastics team immediately after the trials. The other 4 2008 team members earned their spots after 2 additional selection camps. 2008 Summer Olympics. At the 2008 Summer Olympics, Johnson competed in all 4 events during the team competition, in which the United States won the silver medal. Johnson also won the silver medal in the individual all-around competition, receiving a score of 62.725. Johnson's teammate and roommate at the Olympic Village, Nastia Liukin, won the gold medal, receiving a score of 63.325. With Liukin taking gold and Johnson silver, this competition was the first time that the United States women's gymnastics team took both the gold and silver medals in the individual all-around competition. This competition also marks the 4th time a country won both gold and silver medals in the individual all-around competition. She won the silver medal in floor exercise, with teammate Liukin taking bronze. She won a gold medal on the balance beam apparatus. Like the individual all-around, she and Liukin took the top 2 medals in this event. She qualified as the second reserve to the uneven bars final, but did not compete. Comeback. In January 2010, Johnson tore her left ACL while skiing. She had reconstructive knee surgery the following month. In May 2010, Johnson announced her return to gymnastics training with a goal of making 2012 U.S. Olympic team. In August 2010, Johnson communicated that her knee recovered to allow full training and that she had learned a new difficult skill. In September 2010, Johnson released videos showing the following skills: vault, 2.5 twisting Yurchenko Amena, double twisting Yurchenko. Uneven bars, double twisting double layout dismount, toe on full pirouette, connected to Ginga salto. Beam, back handspring, full twisting layout, standing full twisting back salto, back handspring, layout, switch leap, layout step out, back pike, front tuck. Floor exercise, full twisting double layout, whip, double twisting back layout, double pike, double layout. In November 2010, Johnson entered her first post-Olympics national team training camp. Although, she had expected to return to the ranch later in her comeback, based on the demonstrated progress in her video, Martha Carolai requested that she appear sooner. Johnson mentioned that her reconstructed knee still hindered high training volume. In February 2011, Johnson became an official member of the USA senior national team once again, which allowed her to compete in international competitions. She stated that she wished to return to competition later in 2011. In September 2011, Johnson was named a non-traveling alternate to the 2011 USA Women's World Championships team. In October 2011, Johnson was named to the 2011 Pan American Games team. She won a gold medal in the team competition and also a silver medal for her performance on the uneven bars. Retirement. On June 3, 2012, Johnson ended her comebacks for the 2012 Olympic team and retired because of continuing problems with her left knee. Honors. Johnson was one of 2 female athletes to appear on AOL's 100 Most Searched Females on the Internet for 2009, ranked 27th. A scientific poll commissioned by Forbes magazine concluded Johnson was America's most liked sports figure in 2009. Johnson was also on the top of most appealing athletes on eScore Celebrity Metric in 2010, and she was ranked 7th of America's favorite female sports stars on Harris Interactive in 2010. ESPN announced Johnson's nomination for the 2009 Best Female U.S. Olympian ESPY. Johnson won the ESPY for Best Female U.S. Olympian, and the Athlete Euro Female Teen Choice Award, the latter for the second consecutive year. On April 15, 2009, Johnson was awarded the prestigious AAU James E. Sullivan Award. The annual award honors the USA athlete who best represents the qualities of leadership, character, sportsmanship, and the ideals of amateurism. Johnson ranked 5th in the Associated Press 2008 Female Athlete of the Year voting. Johnson was the winner of the 2018 Choice Award for Best Female Athlete, although she was not able to accept the honor in person because of Olympic training commitments. She was the first gymnast to be nominated for the award. A life-size bronze sculpture of Johnson honors the gymnast at the Iowa Hall of Pride in Des Moines. On September 7, 2007, Johnson received the Longines Prize for Elegance in Stuttgart, Germany, along with Japan's Hiroyuki Tomita. The prize is given in recognition of athletes who demonstrate remarkable elegance in the course of an international competition at world level. The decision was unanimous. In addition to the trophy, designed by the Swiss artist Piero Travaglini, recipients also receive a wristwatch from the Longines Evidenza collection and a check for $5,000. Following Johnson's World Championship performances in 2007, Governor Chet Culver of Iowa proclaimed October 17 Shawn Johnson Day in the state. On August 15, 2013, Johnson, along with her 2007 World's Team teammates, was inducted into the USA Gymnastics Hall of Fame. In popular culture, Dancing with the Stars. In February 2009, Johnson became a celebrity competitor on ABC's Dancing with the Stars Season 8. Partnered with Season 6 winner, professional dancer Mark Ballas. In the finale, tightest in the show's history, Johnson beat Gillis Maroney by less than 1%. She is the youngest champion in show's history. In April 2009, she appeared in the music video Do You Love Me by Ballas' Huff Band wearing one of her Dancing with the Stars costumes. Later, she reunited with one of the show hosts, Tom Bergeron, at the 82nd Scripps National Spelling Bee to discuss her victory. On September 24, 2012, Johnson again became a contestant on Dancing with the Stars, on the All-Star edition. Her partner this time was three-time champion Derek Hough. The team of Johnson and Hough came in second place to Melissa Rycroft and Tony Dovolani, which aired on November 27, 2012. During the finale, Len Goodman called Johnson the No Stress Express, stating that every piece that was thrown at her, she pulled off with little stress, and turned out a clean performance. In Week 3, Judge Bruno Tonioli called Johnson, and her partner, Derek Hough the Incredibles, after their performance on stage, stating that it was the best routine I have seen in 15 seasons in America, of Dancing with the Stars and 9 in the UK, with Strictly Come Dancing. Dancing with the Stars performances. In Season 8, Shawn Johnson and her partner Mark Ballas were crowned the champions. Shawn Johnson later returned for the All-Stars season partnered with three-time champion Derek Hough. Johnson and her partner Derek Hough finished as the runners-up of the All-Stars season. Other television appearances. Johnson has appeared on many talk shows, The Today Show, CCTV, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, The Late Show with David Letterman, The Oprah Winfrey Show, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, Live with Regis and Kelly, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and Entertainment Tonight. In September 2008, she made a cameo appearance on The Secret Life of the American Teenager Season 1 episode Just Say No. She made a second appearance in the series, in the Season 2 episode, Just Say Me, which aired January 25, 2010. Johnson was a celebrity participant in the 2009 Taco Bell All-Star Legends Celebrity Softball game which aired on ESPN, July 13, 2009. On August 13, 2009, she appeared on the celebrity edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. She correctly answered a question about the lyrics to "OE Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer" winning $50,000 for her chosen charity, Blank Children Unregistered Trademark S Hospital. Johnson judged the 2010 Miss America pageant. In September 2013, Johnson was a guest star on the revival of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Johnson was named as a cast member for the 2015 season of Celebrity Apprentice. She was the sixth contestant fired from the show. Public appearances. Johnson led the Pledge of Allegiance on August 28, 2008 at the 2008 Democratic National Convention. On July 27, 2009, Johnson led the singing of Take Me Out to the Ballgame during the seventh-inning stretch at Wrigley Field. Gymnastic tours. From September to November 2008, Johnson was a marquee member of the Tour of Gymnastics Superstars. Recorded sections of the tour's second show were included in Frosted Pink with a Twist, which is a television special about women's cancers. The television special also featured singers Jesse McCartney, Kenny Loggins, and Grammy Award singers Cyndi Lauper and Carole King. Johnson also headlined the Progressive Skating and Gymnastics Spectacular in Rapid City, South Dakota, on December 23, 2008. The show aired nationally on NBC on January 18, 2009. Book. In December 2008, Johnson unveiled a book, Shawn Johnson, Olympic Champion, Stories Behind the Smile, chronicling her life story through personal photographs and quotes. In June 2012, Johnson released another book, Winning Balance, about her experiences as an elite gymnast and post-Olympic life. Advertisements. Midwest grocery chain HYB, headquartered in Johnson's hometown of West Des Moines, ran a television ad before and during the Olympics featuring Johnson. After the Olympics, Johnson appeared in television ads and online campaigns for Ortega and McDonald's, as well as print and web advertisements for CoverGirl and Secret deodorant. Johnson also appeared on food packaging for McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Oscar Mayer Lunchables and HYV products. Reports by Johnson's agent, Cheryl Shade, that Johnson would grace the Wheaties cereal box did not come to fruition. Her likeness did appear on a limited edition Cheerios box in January 2009. In 2011, Johnson signed a sponsorship deal with Nike. Other endorsements include, Longines Watches, Crest Toothpaste, Sanofi Aventis Pharmaceuticals, Arawit Baked Goods, Circuit City, Intercontinental Hotels Group, Yukonuba, Nestlé, Bounty Paper Towels. Other work. She has served as a spokesperson for the pharmaceutical company Sanofi Aventis, advocating awareness of women's cancers through the What You Do Matters campaign. Johnson has also partnered with Crest Toothpaste to promote dental health, passing out toothpaste to low-income people. Charity work. Since becoming a professional athlete, Johnson has been involved with numerous charitable causes. In December 2008, Johnson co-hosted a charity event with fellow Iowa native and actor Ashton Kutcher to raise money to repair areas of her home state devastated by flooding. According to her website, Johnson also supports the Exercise Your Character program through speaking engagements. Stalking incident. On March 25, 2009, a stalker was arrested after jumping a fence and sneaking onto the CBS lot. According to court documents filed in Los Angeles, 34-year-old Robert Orion was arrested with the possession of guns, duct tape, zip ties, and love letters to Johnson. Orion left his home in Florida and traveled to California, believing that Johnson spoke to him through the television via ESP, stating that they would be together and have a child. The Johnson family filed a restraining order against Orion. Orion was charged with felony stalking and 2 counts of carrying a loaded firearm in a vehicle. Competitive history. Skills. The trademarks of Johnson's gymnastics were her power, difficulty and consistency, though she was considered weaker on the uneven bars and lacked great flexibility. As of 2008, Johnson often competed the following skills on each apparatus. Vault. Amena, 6.5 difficulty start value for the vault. 2.5 twisting Yurchenko. Bars. 6.4 difficulty start value for the routine. Kipcast to handstand on high bar with hop grip change plus straddled Jaeger. KCH plus clear hip 1/2 plus giant 1/1 plus jinger. KCH plus clear hip plus toe on sole circle 1/1 plus overshoot to handstand plus stalder shoot up to high bar. KCH plus giant plus 2/1 double layout dismount. Beam. 7.0 difficulty start value for the routine. Free jump mount. Flip-flop 2 feet plus flip-flop 2 feet plus layout 2 feet. Front pike. Full twisting tuck back. Switch split leap plus layout step out plus back pike. Switch leap with 1/4 turn to straddle. Split jump plus pike jump plus back tuck. Full turn with leg held at horizontal. Sideward roll tucked. Round off plus tucked full in dismount. Floor. 6.4 difficulty start value for the routine. Round off plus flip-flop 2 feet plus double tuck 2/1. Round off plus whip plus back layout 3/1. Split leap 1/1. Switch split ring leap plus Johnson 1/2. Double spin with leg below horizontal. Front handspring plus front layout 1/1 plus front layout 3/2. Straddle jump 3/2. Round off plus back layout 2/1. Round off plus flip-flop 2 feet plus double pike. Senior career history. Junior career history. See also: List of Olympic female gymnasts for the United States. References. External links. Official website, Shawn Johnson at FAR. Copyright DAO. Copyright Ration Internationale de Gymnastique, Shawn Johnson at USA Gymnastics, Shawn Johnson at the United States Olympic Committee, the Body Department with Shawn Johnson, coverage from the Des Moines Register, Shawn Johnson, now Degree 7 on Tamiya Euro unregistered trademark S list of 100 Olympic athletes to watch, Shawn Johnson at the Internet Movie Database.